Are there any black people there? How are the people locals treating you? Are they racist? Do you experience racism? I got a lot of those questions on Facebook. And no, the Qataris that I work with, that I know, I get along with them just fine.
I was just thinking when you said people wonder if the black people are there. If that is the criteria for traveling, then I think I'd never go anywhere.
The fact that I can live here is comfortable, and I don't need as much as I initially thought I did when I moved here, so I really do enjoy the fact it's sort of liberating that aspect of it.
Being in Doha, I would say enjoying the nice scenery they have here.
I had some Qatari friends take me out to the desert. It was truly beautiful. I never knew sand could be so beautiful.
I love living on the water, near the water, so that's always a plus for me.
I live in the West Bay area. It's very scenic. I love being able to just walk to get to the Cornition and have everything that I need, my essential needs, within walking distance from where I live.
Meeting the good people that I've met. I feel like we're slowly and surely creating our own network and friendships.
Meeting lots of interesting people.
I would say the people, the people, it's different here, but I like the people here. I get along with a lot of the locals, I like their language, I like their culture. I respect it,
Arabic culture, Muslim culture is super welcoming actually, and super peaceful. That you go to a meeting and there's always coffee and biscuit, it's just, you have to be generous and welcoming.
Yeah, it's just a different lifestyle. It's a complete change to being at home.
The freedom that my new job gives me and my new lifestyle gives me.
It's just more relaxed here and far less stressful. I have fewer responsibilities. Basically, I sold and got rid of everything at home so that I could have pretty much a clean slate, fresh start here. So every day is just kind of more like an adventure. Kind of what am I going to do today? What do I want to explore? Do I want to go someplace new, eat a new food? So I think there's some diversity as far as that's concerned.
It feels like home a bit because you've been here so long, you know the area, you know the roads, you're used to how things go. And as you get older sometimes it's a bit, when things slow down a bit, sometimes it's cooler. Because the other thing that I like also is the lifestyle. And it's starting to change a bit, but here you have time for your family, you have time for yourself, you have time for your work, and you feel like you can do more in your personal life. As opposed to when you're back home, it's just everything is about work and getting home from work and resting so you go back to work the next day, and then you take care of during the weekend when you couldn't take care of because you're at work. So it's like, you find you just don't have a lot of time for yourself or for anything other than what has to be done. As opposed to here, you have more time for different things.
The work-life balance here, you don't work anywhere near as much as you have to work at home. At home you're working from 7 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock in the evening here. I'm home by 4 o'clock. I've got the whole day left to do what I want to do and to live my life and to have that personal time. You don't get that at home.
I really want to finish my job, so I think that is less about Qatar and more about the thing I'm doing, that I'm really committed to that thing, and that thing happens to be happening here.
For me, it's comfortable. I haven't felt unsafe or anything like that.
My kids can run outside and just play, and I don't have to worry about it. My cousin was doing backflips in his yard. It's a rural area in America, and these white guys came by in a pickup truck with a 12-gauge shotgun. They shot him. He was doing backflips. He was like 12 years old. So things like that don't really go down over here. Hopefully they don't. I know things are going on next door, but right here it's and I'm from Detroit, so safety is not something that I'm used to.
The first thing I noticed when I got here is how peaceful this place is. Extremely peaceful country. There's literally no crime. You can walk freely almost anywhere. You don't have to worry about anyone bothering you. I love that type of the second thing I love is the fact that you can literally travel to anywhere in the world from there. It's extremely, much cheaper, way cheaper than the States to travel to most other places. That's what I love. The third thing I love is that I've met so many like-minded people here. People who are extremely open-minded, people who love to travel, who love to see the world. I had just great conversation with some very, very smart people, very bright people from all over the world.
I like the geographical location.
It allows me access to other countries in the area as well, so I can explore more, and definitely more than I would have done when I was at home.
I recently just went to Dubai when my friends were here. They came to visit. And so we went to Dubai, and while we were in Dubai, we went down to Abu Dhabi, so that was exciting. And I bought a spur-of-the-moment ticket to Manila with another friend that I met here. It was like Cebu was having some random kind of cheap dollar seat sale. I was like, hey, you want to go to Manila? Sure. And it was like, back home that would not have been an option because Manila was so far and so expensive. I think to go to Manila from here, we spent a total of, I don't know, maybe a couple $100 if that. It was the dollar one way. And because we had to come back outside of that time frame, we spent a little bit more, paid for a few things like maybe a meal and I don't even know if we're checking bags, but it was one of those exciting things like, let's do it.
The travel was great. I forgot what the statistic is. Something like within the Middle East, so Doha, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, are within a day's travel from 2/3 of the world, which is a crazy thought to think of how far you can go in one day. I mean, I went to Canada in one day.
There's no taxes here. If something costs $9.99, it costs $9.99. It doesn't end up costing $11.16 after taxes.
Right now I like the weather, but it's slowly but surely getting hotter, so I'm about to hate it real soon.
Any of the weather's good, better than in the UK.
The food, besides the food is good.
Yeah, food is really good.
Just the range of food, not just Arabic food, but of course Indian food is really good here. Just in general, it's good food.
I like how this country is coming along.
Even though the country is experiencing a lot of growing pains because it's a very new, very young country, it's also kind of an exciting place to be because they're so new and so young and exploring and growing.
Different is good.